Let it be written in the chronicles of nations, in the margins kings forgot to read, that women were not made merely to decorate thrones, but to overthrow them when the hour demanded grace, sharpened into steel. For centuries, men proclaimed themselves captains of the earthly realm, yet steered the world with the steadiness of a drunken sailor arguing with the stars. They built empires like careless children stacking stones on sand, astonished each time civilization collapsed beneath their bravado again and again. Let us not pretend the evidence is subtle. We, the daughters of resilience, have held together households, histories, dreams, and destinies while they misplaced the car keys and the argument they started. We endured storms in silence so profound it became a sacred art, all while soothing fragile egos whose only battlefield was the thermostat. Men have waged wars over glances, insults, and imaginary lines in the dust. Women have only waged war when the threat was real, the danger imminent, the child already asleep, and the dinner packed for tomorrow. And tell me, in which universe should such species stand equal on the stage of governance? Permit me then to speak plainly. If endurance were a crown, women would wear dynasties. If patience were a throne, we would sit upon silence, turned golden by our discipline. If wisdom were measured not in noise, but in consequence, the world would kneel before its rightful architects. Do not misunderstand. Men are not without their charms. They are as the tide, restless, impulsive, occasionally useful, but leaving chaos on the shore. If left to their own stormy will, leave them too long in power, and the world becomes a cliffside, eroded by their unchecked seas. We, however, we are mountains, rooted, enduring, older than the quarrels of men, and steadier than their ambitions. A woman's mind is a citadel, fortified by observation, defended by intuition, and built upon the bones of battles fought in silence and won with dignity. And yet, with elegance unmatched, we have allowed them. Their illusions of command we indulged, their delicate leadership experiments, like one indulges a child helping in the kitchen. We watched them blow up economies like flour on the floor, while we quietly collected the broom. But now, there are shifts. Let the mantle fall upon the daughters who have carried the world without recognition, who have mended its wounds without applause, who have borne its weight in the soft strength of their hands. For leadership is not loudness, but vision, not impulse, but insight, not dominance, but depth. And women, in the vast and ancient truth of things, have always possessed these gifts, not as ornaments, but as birthright. So let the men retire to gentler occupations, gardening, philosophizing, contemplating the dishwasher. Let them rest their weary crowns on the armchairs of irrelevance, while we rebuild the world with precision, wisdom, and tenderness sharp as justice. For the future, if it hopes to exist, must be sculpted by the hands of those who have always known how to create life, carry life, repair life, and lead life forward without burning the house down. Stand aside then, not in shame, but in recognition. The daughters are rising. The world at last shall be governed by those who know how to hold it without dropping it.